Now let's look at question 3. Now question 3 is quite a wordy 4-line word problem. So you got to read it really carefully. You're told here that bakery A had 4 times as many donuts as bakery B. And bakery BA sold 295 donuts and bakery B sold 40 donuts. Then both bakeries had an equal number of donuts left. How many donuts did both bakeries have altogether at first? Now, it's a very confusing question, so it is best to try to understand the word problem sentence by sentence. So the first sentence tells us that bakery A had 4 times as many donuts as bakery B. So I will draw a model to help us see how the models drawn for both bakeries become equal in length at the end. Now to start with, you have bakery A having 4 times, so there are 4 rectangle units here of equal size to indicate that it's 4 times as many as bakery A, which is 1 time. And the question tells us that we want to find the total altogether at first. So therefore, I have circled the question mark here to remind myself that this is the total that I want to find. And again, let's just try to understand the first sentence again. Now, from the model, we can see that the total donuts baked by bakery A and B are represented by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. So what then happens later part? Sentence 2 tells us that bakery A sold 295 donuts and bakery B sold 40 donuts. So therefore, I will need to remember that my second model will have this section here that will be in dotted rectangles because it's being sold. It's no longer with bakery A and no longer with bakery B. And how do we, where do we draw that line? It has to be somewhere here. And it has to be a bold line, and you should indicate it with this equal to tell us that A and B are left with the same number at the end. And this box here must be the 40 that was sold by bakery B. And since these two are of the same size, this box will also be 40. And the rest here will be represented from here all the way to here will be represented by the long arrow 295 donuts that were sold. And once you have done this, you will be able to see that to find these 3 units here, these 3 rectangular dotted boxes, I can simply show its value by using 295, subtract this 40 here, and I end up with 255. And then I can go on to solve for 1 unit, which works out to 255 divided by 3 is equals to 85. But this is not what I'm solving for. I am finding the total, which means all the 5 units, these 5 units here. So I will have to solve for 5 units by multiplying 5 multiplied by 85 here, and I end up with 425. And 425 will be the answer for the question. How many donuts did both bakeries have altogether at first? Both bakeries had 425 donuts at first.